Oh, hello. Welcome to Unique Inspirations with me, Trina. And I have our special guest here, Miss Cassandra Rios. And we have this beautiful Brandy from the studios back home where she is taking down pork while Cassandra has, you know, taken off for a little bit. But we are going to get this started. I want to thank everybody for coming out, watching, and getting everything situated has been such a blessing. Guys, I'm sorry if it's loud, but we in a coffee shop. I went to get some coffee. Y'all know how I am about my coffee.
And I'm actually drinking coffee.
We had to get some coffee.
I gotta stay healthy, you know.
But yeah. So thank you guys so much for coming in, spending your time here with us, and just being. Oh, by the way, y'all already know. Make sure that we have done our affirmations for today, please. So make sure that you have told yourself something that's going to keep you going and get you motivated. I don't care if you got to say it 25,000 times a day today. Get yourself going, and I think after this powerful message, you're going to have a lot to be thankful for. So y'all just stay aboard. If it's echoing a little bit, I do apologize. We're going to try and get that under control. Marsha, as always, you show up. You always keep me smiling. Thank you so much. If you're in here, please make sure that you're hitting the thumbs up. You like, share, and subscribe. If there's anything that after you see this and it's something that somebody else can use to be inspired, please make sure you share this with them as well. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get started with Miss Cassandra. And Miss Cassandra, so give us a little bit background of where you're from and what you like to do.
I don't
like to be boss lady.
Hey, Sharon, how are you? So you don't like to talk. It's okay if you don't like to talk because I'm going to do a whole bunch of talking. Like Brandy, do she really be that quiet at the shop?
Behind the camera, yes. I can talk. Just don't put the
how do you put up with the name?
Yeah.
How did where did the name
look.
come from? Because if she has to say the where did the name come from, she's got to talk about her past. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I am from Corpus. I wasn't raised in Corpus. I was raised in a children's home, Medina Children's Home. It's right outside of Kerrville, Bandera, right there. I grew up in the country. So with that, I will say that I guess like I told you, Trina, we're gonna have to go with the whole running situation. How I ended up in the children's home. I ran. My mom and yes, help me, cause
so I'm gonna just help her, y'all. She's a little bit nervous, and it's okay. So I'm gonna let her give y'all a little bit of background of how it started out for her into where she got now, because where she started, she was running. And as you guys know, when we're uncomfortable and we're uncertain about ourselves, the first thing that we do is we want to run, especially if we don't feel like we have, help, or we don't have somebody there to be positive and let us know that things are going to be okay and that we're going to get through them. So I'm going to let Cassandra tell us all her running stories and how she went right into Studio DH. Thank you.
So I guess I have to start with why I ran from home. Running from home was not a nice place for me. My mom was a drug addict. Didn't have my dad in the picture. My grandmother was there. She was my safe place. But as my grandma got older, they didn't want her to really take care of me. So every time I went with my grandma, they would make me go home and I would run. Every window, every door, I ran until they told me that I guess running away was like a thing. You got in trouble for it back in the day. So I stayed in La Raza runaway shelter. And I ran away from there. Walked right past that blue line and ran out. Cops picked me up, took me right back in. So they put me on probation first, and I wasn't supposed to be running away. So I went home, and this time it wasn't just about my mom. I guess I would have to say, uh, I guess, did I cut off? Sorry, I got a call. Um, I um, at the age of 9, 6 to be 10, I was molested. So I ran away, but this time I'll never forget. They took me to jail, juvenile detention center, put me in a little room, and I'll never forget his name. His name was James Rabbit, Jay Rabbit. He came and sat next to me and he goes, "What's the deal? You just keep running." And I said, "I don't understand." And it wasn't a communicator either, so I didn't talk about it. And he said, "Talk to me. Tell me. I can't help you if you don't talk to me." So he sat there. He said he wasn't moving until I talked. So after talking to him, I told him everything. And he said, "We're going to send you to Medina Children's Home." Well, first he sent me to Pettis, Texas. And in Pettis, Texas, I ran away. I wanted to be with my grandma. So they kicked me out. That was one day. Then they sent me to Medina. Medina didn't care if I ran away. I ran away 3 times. All they did was paddle me and tell me to do all the chores in the cottage. So I was stuck. I had to do it. So then after that, I was like, okay, these people ain't letting me leave, so I might as well cooperate. So I stayed there for a year. Jay Raveling went up. He said, "How are you doing?" And I told him I loved it there. I said, "Do you want to go back home?" And I said, "I'd rather stay here." So Nueces County actually flipped the bill until I turned 18. And all I had to do was extend my probation every year. So I stayed there. That was my home. Middle of my senior year, I turned 18. They booted me out. Back home.
Oh no, you're okay. You're okay. You just got a customer.
So I never really had a home.
Okay.
Original plan.
Okay.
And this is how I actually met Cassandra, not actually doing her own business, but when she was actually working with another young lady that we knew. And like Cassandra said, she was actually um, my mentor without me even knowing that she was my mentor, because I had actually gotten involved with Herbalife at the time. And so it has been like really, 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 really good to know how far she has come. And I'm gonna let her finish telling y'all this running story, because I mean, The poor girl ran. I mean, she ran, and it took
Like
somebody. Yes, like Forrest Gump, run, Forrest,
I
run.
was like, Forrest,
Cassandra,
run,
run, Cassandra, run. But it took that certain person to actually come into her life and to change that, and as her journey continued to go on, you would also get to see other individuals who played a very important part of her life. And so, Cassandra, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the floor back.
Okay, well, they're texting me that they can't hear me, so I don't know
I
if.
can hear now because I was cut off too. So
Oh,
and we're
okay.
back
You can hear
on.
now?
Yeah, we're back on. Yeah, they
Okay.
can hear. Yeah, they can hear.
Well, Brenda actually can show them the picture of where Down Home started before Down Home had a name.
Is it on? It just turned off again. Mhm. It's not on.
Can't hear you.
Okay, now
Can
it's
y'all?
back on.
Back on.
It's like going back and forth.
Oh, it's probably the internet. It could be the connection. Sorry about that, guys.
You want to? Oh, I see. I can't even hear now. mm, yeah. Well, I don't know if they can. Yep.
Hello?
You can see the picture.
No, it's actually on the wall, babe.
The what?
It's right there on the wall. To your right hand side on the wall.
Oh, okay.
You can take it off the wall if you want to.
So, oh well, I don't want to. So that's where she started off at home in her kitchen. That's where she started.
That's the place right there.
Oh, wow. So, guys, this is actually where she actually started after she finished running. This is where it went. It started all right there for her.
Actually, I ran to the house. If you really want to be honest, I ran to the house. I quit that day at Diva and I ran to my house. So I ran again.
So that's the place she ran to, y'all. She even ran home to her own home. So I hope y'all can hear us because this is so.
So Brenda's actually going to show you. I know we're going to go back and forth on the.
It's okay. What do you want me to show them? Oh, the noise off.
So the place that you're actually seeing right now is
Our third.
it's their third location. So I love it. It's actually very beautiful. So this is what she does now. This is where her running has led her to. So running, going from place to place, going from foster care, group homes, different places that she's went. Running from fear and not feeling protected. And now she has a place not only of her home, but now she has another place to where she can extend the comfort for people that feel like they're running from something and they don't have anybody to help them. And that can be anything. So yeah, so you can go ahead and
It's really hard, but as
Yeah, the noise is off again. Okay. So I wish I could just turn the camera around. Can I turn the camera around? Can't hear you. I know.
I love that. You can even go and have a peace of mind.
Yeah, that's the fun.
I think the meeting.
This is a really nice place, Cassandra. Like, this is actually, y'all, the first time that I've gotten to see it myself. Um, because I mean, I get to see snaps just like everybody else gets to see snaps when she goes live on her Instagram, or, plays pictures, or give us any updates. So this is amazing. And Cassandra, girl, I'm proud of you. I am so proud of you. So tell me, like, when you ran for that last time, when you ran and you said, I need to stop running. I need to stop running. What got you to that place to where you felt like I have to stop running? Was there somebody
Honestly,
that told
yes.
you, or that was
So
there to support, or?
The noise keeps getting back in now, but it's their internet. Ooh, cold.
Brenda, can you mute
Yeah.
yours? We'll see if it'll work if you mute yours. I'm not sure why the sound is not coming through.
can you hear me now?
Can everybody hear her? Y'all, we gonna get this together. It's okay. That's why y'all already know me. I don't edit nothing. This is real. This is real. What you get is real. Now, y'all know that. Y'all don't want to have me sitting up here testifying. Can y'all hear us now? Can y'all hear Cassandra? Okay, thank you, Miss Marsha. Yeah. So
Okay.
you go right on ahead.
So whenever mom came to me, I'll never forget it. I went to um, okay, no, I can't hear her now. um, so I decided, like, after I just didn't want to do it. I'm done. Well, mom had a bright idea that she said I wasn't done. Well, I still wanted to be done. And she said no. So she actually kind of forced me to keep going. And it was her. I had Crystal. I had her, Crystal, Carolina. I'm trying to think of like the ones from the very beginning, from Diva. I know I'm missing somebody. Um, but from Diva, that's where they kind of kept pushing.
Okay. Okay.
And then mom is the one that did the setup at the house.
Okay.
So it was kind of like I got pushed, but was afraid to fail because I did have one a long time ago.
Right.
Because actually, the one who introduced me to Herbalife, her name was Rachel Garcia. And we tried this, we did it, we failed. It only lasted maybe 2 months. And it was, I guess, timing. But so I was scared of failure. So I didn't want to do it again. Well,
And you know what? That's a lot of the times why we give up, y'all. First of all, because of we don't want to fail again. If we try it, because she tried it the first time, after she finished running, she tried it, and she failed. She says she failed, but we don't know how to. I'm not even going to say fail, because failure means when you try and you just gave up. Well, you didn't give up. So you didn't fail, girl, because you're still sitting right here. You got a beautiful, beautiful home to go to, whatever you want to go. But yes, so that fear will stop us. That fear will stop us because you don't want to fail again. But go ahead, girl.
So I was going to do deliveries all day long. And we did. We did deliveries every single day. And I'll never forget it. The combos were $6 at the time. Did deliveries all around Corpus.
And did you want to tell them what a combo was?
A hot tea and a cold shade. That's it. So I can probably say, I'm going to say this because I'm probably going to say this again later. I have very powerful women, strong women that keep me going.
Yes.
I can name all the instructors, the back bar, my little circle because I don't have a big circle.
Mm-hmm.
My best friend. I'm not gonna say what I call her sister because it's not right. Lupita, my mom. I could name every customer in there and tell you what they ordered daily.
Wow. Wow.
But that's not. We sell shaking the tea, but the bond. If you were to be with us in a morning at the shop,
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy. It's laughing. Oh, you didn't get my order right. Oh, you messed up my tea. Or mad at everybody in the world. The vibe changes when they walk in. They feel better.
Yeah.
They can vent, yell, because they're home.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
So if they're gonna come in, cuss, yell, let them have a bad day.
That's right.
But you know what? They understand my bad days because they still see it.
Yes.
When we delivered the shakes and teas, I didn't get to see that anymore. It was just dropping it off and going.
Right. Right.
But I had this image where I just wanted to be like a healthy Starbucks. That's all I wanted. I ended up with fitness and everything else. That just kind of came.
Yes. Yes.
So I feel like God has this vision for me.
Yes.
So my faith is really, really strong.
Yes.
Because every time I get knocked down, one of those girls pick me up. So it's like he's speaking through them to me.
Come on with it. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Yes.
Every time I want to give up, every time I get mad, they motivate me.
Yes.
When I would get angry, oh no, Cass, I just recently got mad because somebody did the same thing I did. And one of the girls were able to change my outlook on that.
Right,
So
right.
when y'all see me, y'all aren't just seeing me, my thoughts, my ideas. It's a combination of everybody. And when I order something, I show everybody, hey, how do y'all like it? It's not just me. That back of the wall, I didn't create that. I didn't even imagine that.
Teamwork.
It's down home isn't just me. It's from the customers to my friends to the instructors to everybody that walks through the door.
Yes. And you know what, Cassandra, I'm glad that you said that because that's what I try to get people to understand is when even here on Unique Inspirations, it's not about me. It's not about me just setting, examples. It's me wanting to push people to want to do better, to help one another in that time that we are in need to help one another. And just being able to uplift us when we're weak. You know what I mean? If people say, individuals say, I'm going to be by your side, I'm going to get you through this. Well, you know what? It's a different aspect when they actually put their words in effect. It's an action. You know, it's not just words, and it's an action. So you may not think that you had anything to do with that back wall, but it was something when that person that was involved with that, they had something that came out from you. And I love the way that that mama, that's what we call her, that's the way she explained the wall was just awesome, you know. And
see it that way.
I wouldn't have even saw it like that. I would have been like, I was just like, wow, that is very nice. But everything that we do, we have to remember that it affects everybody around us. And a lot of people that come onto my channel, they do understand that, and they do know that's why we have to work on ourselves. And I am so glad that when you ran for that last time, you ran home. You ran home and you got your thoughts together and you said, Lord, you were crying out, because he didn't only push you out that door to run. He pushed you out the door to make you run home so you can start the vision that you had, the journey that he had only for you. Because like I always say, what is for us, can't nobody have. Nobody can't have it. It ain't gonna work, you know, just like somebody else's journey and blessings and whatever God has for them. That's for them, not for us. So after you ran and you got into your kitchen and mommy and you start delivering from your home, you went in, she opened a shop, guys. Got the shop really didn't work out the way she wanted it to. She felt like she fell, but she had supporters that did not allow her to give up. And she continued to work through her home. Then she opened another, then she actually had a way of opening a shop. Tell us how you opened your first shop. After the one that failed, how did you, this is to get you going, how did you open that first shop?
So that first one was actually really, really easy. But I had a girl named Laura and Noelia. They weren't partners, but they were going to be running shifts. Kind of what I do now. Mm-hmm. But like I said, I was learning. And I should have had them get a picture of that one. But that one was a country kind of theme shop. It was just a wooden bar, mm-hmm. And it was just shakes. That's it, shakes and teas. Wow. $500. I loved it. Can we go back to 500? Yeah, 500. But I gave somebody the opportunity to get the fitness side, which made it go up to $1,100. And they decided to move. So I kind of got stuck with that. And
it's all right, girl. You got this. Take your time. Take your time and process it. You got it.
My instructor that ended up, she's also my cousin. She was like, just do fitness. And I was like, you out of your mind. I don't want to do that. So the trainer that was training me at the time, and one of the customers' husbands and Des and a girl named Gina.
Mm-hmm.
I started with them as, and I became down home nutrition and fitness.
Wow. Wow. So not only did you get to open up a shop, you know, that you started and you felt like you fell at, but you got the extended version on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got that extended version of now not only am I doing um, nutritional drinks and shakes, I'm now going to put some exercise into it, some fitness. Let's get this cart jumping and running. And I love that, you know, and that was probably something that, did you see that coming? Is that
No.
something you wanted in that?
You can ask Mom. I did not want fitness. I just wanted shakes and teas. That's all I wanted.
And y'all, I don't know if y'all know much about Corpus Christi, Texas, but let me tell y'all about Corpus Christi, Texas. One thing, on the beach, yes, Marsha, down home nutrition is what it's called. Yes. But down in Corpus, it's really funny because we have this place called the Lexington. And the Lexington is this big, huge, humongous ship boat thing. We miss Cassandra, but she'll come back on. But it's a big ship. It's just humongous. And it's like an old, I don't even know the history behind it, y'all. Y'all know I ain't gonna sit up here and lie to you. I don't know the real history behind it, but it ended up in Corpus Christi, but it has a lot of history. So look up the U.S. Lexington in Corpus Christi, Texas, and y'all will figure out what that stands, like what the history is behind it. But going forward, let me tell y'all, one day I'm sitting there and I'm going through Instagram and I see she up on the Lexington. Y'all, how many people did you have on that Lexington? Because it had to be, I want to say there was probably about, I don't know, to me it looked like it was close to 100 people on that Lexington.
No. We had 48.
Okay, well, half of that, half of my 100. But it was clean, y'all. She had her people out there, and they were actually working out in the heat on top of this Lexington.
We do it every year for our anniversary in
Okay.
June. We try to do something, and it's usually surrounded by the fitness side because that's what's kind of grown. Like I said, I did not want the fitness. I kind of ended up with the fitness, and then I was like, wow, this is working.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do, Cassandra. We do need that fitness.
And so the parking was horrible where we were at. So we kind of had to move. Everybody talks about like, okay, she went from this shop to this shop to this shop to this shop. And I did, but nobody ever really asks me why. I can't work a full-time job. I have 2 kids. I have 5 total, but 2 that have a disability. So I can't just, okay, I need to leave work. I tried that. I was in school. I graduated from school. I wanted to be a nurse. I had to get out of that program because I kept getting the calls from school. So I couldn't work full time. So something had to work that was allowing me to leave. So what better way to be your own boss? So even at first at Castoris, I would have to like run out of the shop if something happened. But my customers knew. So nobody like judged me, oh, well, she's so independable or she's this or she's that. Like at the end of the day, I have my kids. I have to pay the bills. I can't just work a 9 to 5. So a lot of people don't know my life. They think, okay, she does this, that's fine. It's all day, every day. My kids are older now, so it's easier. It's really, 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 really is easier.
And I think that's where some people, like, even though, I mean, we want to have our own businesses, and it's great to have that achievement of being able to do so. But there's so much more that goes into it. There's so many more people that's involved in it. And like, she may have not, you may have not been able to get up and go, right when you wanted to. But it was given to you that you had the opportunity to start something that you had a drive for, that made it convenient for you, for you and your family. And, you're able to still be home with them and do, help support them as well. So I think that's awesome. So you was blessed, girl. You was blessed.
No, girl, you don't know how many times I've had to run out of the shop and then customers are there making their own teas and shakes. They're self-service. And then one time, my best friend jumped in the back. She was making a shake and a tea. She was making a shake and tea. And of course, the health inspector messages me and she's like, "You have a girl working behind the counter that has earrings on. That's a violation." I'm like, if you only knew that I left. They're just trying to get their shakes and teas.
Yes. And Marcia says that her daughter wanted to go into nutrition dietitian. And with that, Marcia, there is schooling for that. You have dietitians, nutritionists, and they are like, they learn how the proper ways and techniques of all these things. But the great thing that I loved and that I find amazing with Cassandra is that passion that she has and that gift that she was given. She didn't have to go through all that. She didn't have to go to school. It was like God gave her that knowledge. You know what I mean? And she's been able to grow. And I'm pretty sure, if I'm wrong, Cassandra, I'm wrong, but let me know if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure every day you have like found out something new about nutrition or something new about how to work with customers and safety and
I'm gonna say yes because I've heard a lot of feedback, and I'm gonna go ahead and put this out here because I've been not bashed because I haven't heard, but I do have a before and after. I don't like posting it so much, but I dropped a lot of weight. What people don't know now is that I'm dealing with a health issue, and I put on some of the weight. So it's real quick when you're selling fitness and nutrition, it's really easy to be like, well, she doesn't know what she's talking about because she's big. She don't know what she's talking about because she's too skinny. Let me tell you something. If you don't ask, you don't know. And I'm going to say that because I've gained some of my weight. I haven't gained it all the way back, but I've gained it, but you don't know why. So
yes.
I am dealing with a health condition that I've had it's going to make you gain weight. But what they told me I was going to gain, I haven't gained that much back. So sticking with the product, even though they've taken me off some of the product and took away Zumba for me doing it for a while, I am starting back up, but it's hard. But I don't use the before and after because I'm not at my after like I was. I can do it, but right now I'm dealing with something. But I feel like I'm dealing with it so that way I can help people with the same issue.
But see,
And
yeah, we got to go through something.
yeah,
We got to go through something. You got a business, and I look at it like this, and I hope this helps you to understand that you might be like she said, y'all, and she ain't lying. I know y'all saw that before and after picture on the thumbnail on the
that
flyers.
one is true. That's
That
me.
is true. That is her. That was her before, and
That's
that
me
is her
right
after,
right now.
and that's her now. So
But I have another one
yeah,
where I'm
I
like,
saw that
yeah,
one. I saw that one, y'all. She had gotten a little tiny, y'all. She was kicking it, But y'all, it's just the passion and the drive. Just don't give up on yourselves. Like, don't do it. I mean, you might come from having little of nothing, and you can build monuments. It's not the point of getting rich. It's not the point of, anything of that type of value. It's all about your personal value, what you are worth, and what you're willing to do, and what you are capable of putting out to help other individuals that are looking for help. And they might not, some people don't even know they're looking for help. You know that? And that's why they are brought to us because they don't even know they're looking for help.
I've had people. I'm gonna share a story, and I'm not gonna say who the person is, but I have somebody in my studio. They battled with depression, which a lot of my girls do. But I've seen it. There's people that fight depression, anxiety, wanting to um, commit suicide, and the shop has helped them in some way, shape, or form. But what's crazy is it's come more with the fitness side. It hasn't come with, yes, some of it from the nutrition, but it's come from the fitness side. Because did I want this studio? Well, yes, now, but not. If you would ask me this 4 years ago, no. I just wanted to be able to provide and be able to not be stuck at work all day. And that was Castoris. And then my boyfriend, of course, he was like, when you get comfortable, he's like, you're not gonna grow. And I'm just like, I'm fine. I'm good. But no, here goes another push. Gotta keep going. So did I ever dream that I would have what I have right now? Mm-mm, no. But I will tell you this. And a lot of people know this about me, and I'm gonna say this. I love when women, and yes, men too, don't get me wrong, but when women keep going through struggles and don't use excuses and don't use what they've been through life to stop, I'm good. Because if you tell me, oh, well, I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that, I can't, I say that too sometimes. But I have reminders daily. I got a group of girls that just keep me going. But if you're going to come up with every excuse and blame the world of why you're stuck where you were, look in the mirror and blame yourself. Because I've been through everything and I'm still here. And I don't know where I'm going to be tomorrow, next week, but I can guarantee I'm going to keep fighting every day. And women need to stop hating on other women. It's okay for the next woman to succeed. It I love seeing women grow because the same women that are next to me want to see me grow. They encourage me daily. My kids always tell me, Mom, I'm so proud of you. Mom, I'm this. Mom, good luck. Mom, when they share my video and they're like, that's my mama, then you know what? I did my job because somebody's always watching us, always. And it's like, okay, at what point do we stop hating on other women?
Praise God. And I'm so glad that you brought that up, Cassandra, because last night, and I was talking about this on my show last night, how as women and how we communicate and different than men do when we are in relationships. Men, when they're with their group of guys, they gonna say what they have to say, get it over with, and it's like, hey, either you go accept what I said or move on, right? With women, it's like you gotta they want to nitpick, they want to bicker, they want to call you out your name, they want to keep fighting. It's like it's never dropped, and then you can come back 10 years later and they still bringing up the same thing. But I love the fact we do have to stop making excuses, guys. We have to stop making excuses because if she continued to run and if she continued to give herself excuses, guess what? She would not be at down home. She would not have down home. And then the people that she have, that's her support system to help her. Those people, y'all got. I'm gonna tell y'all this. So if y'all listening, y'all are strong people. Y'all are strong people because if you can keep somebody lifted, that means you got something special within yourself. You got something special within yourself. So start, Cassandra. Even do you feel like when they are gone that you feel like you need that motivation, or you feel like if they're gone, you can pull that out of yourself?
If they're gone where? Like my
If they're
own circle?
right, say if they're like not at the shop or you're feeling down that day, do you feel like, hey, I don't have nobody here, they all busy and I'm feeling this type of way? Do you know how to actually go in there in your own self and actually pull that out to keep going? We go work on that, sister girl.
No, and you know why? Because my support, if you were to meet every single support that I had, you would be like, what? You would be floored because half the people that are on here probably they've always been there.
And see, and what I want to help you with, and we're gonna get through this even on the after hours show. I want you to, because it's always good to have that support. It really is. But at the end of the day, when our support is on vacation or sick, or
They ain't allowed vacation. They ain't allowed. Y'all hearing me? Y'all ain't allowed on vacation. Only I am.
or they're on vacation or taking time off or whatever the situation may be, and Cassandra is there alone, and Cassandra is in one of her moods or feeling some type of way, knowing that she does not have that extended hand though. But I want you to be able to sit down in yourself and bring that out just in case that support system is not available. Because every time we pick up a phone, we know that somebody's probably going to answer behind that phone. But however, if its phone towers down and we can't connect with that, and you having a moment, I want you to be able to how to go inside.
I'm a crier. I'll just cry.
Cry it out. That's what you got to do. Cry it out. But find that self of yourself to say, I can do this. I'm better than that. Listen to everything that they have shared with you, everything that they helped you with. You need to pull that out and help yourself with it because they giving you the tools too. So it's you opening something. You open down home, something big where people can go and be themselves and relax and do something for self-care for themselves, staying healthy, being involved, and not only just being involved in themselves, but y'all are involved with the community. So what I want you to do is me and you will work together. I don't care if it's once a week session. I am going to make sure that you stay empowered, that you stay courageous, that you stay strong, and knowing that you have that drive with or without anybody. Because there's going to be days that we ain't going to have nobody that we can count on but ourselves. And I want you to dig deep because it's there. It's there.
Oh, I know it is. I think it's more of the fact that I I felt alone in my life as when I was younger. So when my grandmother passed away, I was at the children's home, so I still felt alone. I was an outcast there, so I felt alone. So I honestly, the shop helps me more than they realize. I don't feel alone at the shop. Feel, I don't really have family, but at down home, I do. I have my mom. I call all my instructors my babies. Those are my kids. And then I have my kids. And then I have all my customers that are like cousins. So it's for somebody that doesn't have a home, this is my home. This is my family. Y'all are, I have the instructors that come from other places that are my brothers, I, I I didn't have that. I don't have my sister, my brothers, my mom, my dad, my aunts, my uncles. I have one aunt that keeps up with me, and I just saw her the other day, yesterday, but I don't have family. So growing up in a children's home, those weren't my family. Yes, they were my mom and my dad, and they were my house sisters, but I still didn't feel what I feel now at down home. So even though people come in and they're like, "This is my home," they feel comfortable. Their kids run around. That's why you can ask all the girls. I don't let the kids can run around. Don't yell at them. Let them break whatever they want to break. But I feel like everybody there, that's my family. So in my eyes, blood don't make nobody family in my home, and down home is my home.
Amen.
And I've had people that come to down home, and I'm realizing that this studio, I am more there than I was at the other shop. Because when we moved to Weber, that's where we try to go bigger. And it worked, but it didn't quite work like this is working. But I can tell you what, this studio right now has a piece of everything. Everybody, and y'all know it, has picked out a part in that shop or had an idea or that is built off of love, friendship, family. That's what that studio is built off of. And that's just the vibe that is brought. And like I said, people go in there and cuss, people get in there and have a whatever you're dealing with. Okay, you know that movie Cheers? That used to be our theme on Castores. You want to go where everybody knows your name? Come to down home because we're going to know your name. We're going to know your order. That's just the way it is. But everybody that works there, everybody that's a customer, that's been a customer for a while, y'all all know that y'all bring something, whether it's an idea, a drink, whatever, y'all bring something to that shop. So I might be the owner on the name, but that shop is built off of a lot of family and a lot of love. And everybody knows everybody's name. And if we don't know your name, we're going to learn your name because you're new. And it's just, I'm trying to describe the shop.
But you know what,
I don't
Cassandra?
think I can.
Let me tell you, I understand exactly where you're coming from because right here on Unique Inspirations, this is where me and you click, okay? Because that's how that's the passion I have behind my channel. I come on here, it's not about just me. These guys inspire me every single day. I want to be on here all day if I could, just so if somebody come and say, "Hey, I want to talk about this, Trina. Where are you?" Or "How can I get through this, Trina? Where are you?" And knowing that these people trust me enough to be in their lives to help them get through some of their darkest moments, that is so great. You know what I mean? So having your shop and people coming in there and feeling like they're at home, and you might, people saying family, like you said, family is not always blood. These are my family members that I have here on my channel. They're family. So, baby, I understand to the utmost exactly what y'all. This sun is killing me, but it's not on me. But I can see it on my camera. But I definitely understand to the utmost when you say, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to move my thing. Okay. But I understand when you saying to the utmost. Oh, you don't have to show yours. I got it. I'm good. That
I'll just put you this way.
I'm on two, y'all. I'm on two. But I understand that. And that's why I'm like, I love the people that I work with. And I'm going to tell y'all this too. Even when I met Cassandra and we were at the other shop, it was when she was working at another shop, it was awesome because I had to go to work, early in the morning, and they would be there early in the morning. Well, not they, I'm gonna say Cassandra was there early in the morning, and I would run over to the shop, and man, y'all, she would hook me up with them drinks. Okay, she is like,
still do that.
She was. Let me tell y'all about these drinks. It's not just going in there getting you, oh, pour me a cup, y'all. I'm talking about fancy. Okay, I'm talking about fancy. I wish somebody could make a fancy drink right now. You ain't gonna get just something.
Sierra,
You wouldn't even believe that you're drinking something like nutritional. I'm sorry.
make a Mexican lollipop.
So I want y'all to see the talent that came from this young lady and how her and her staff and her family over there at Down Home has worked together and been able to. I mean, y'all, these drinks, y'all don't understand. I mean, you looking at stuff like that look like you getting shit from like Blue Hawaiians, like you on like the tropical islands, and you discovering different countries.
I didn't see that mom was there.
You
Mom's
know,
there.
yeah, mama. When our friend, our sister back there is done over there, I want you to explain that wall like you explained to me earlier, because that's something serious. That is something serious.
I didn't even know. I just had somebody message me something that I didn't even realize that I'm gonna read. Let me see if I can. Well, I don't know if I'll still be able to talk if I read it. Yeah, I can't read it. I was gonna read it.
Thank you so much, Marcia, for coming out. Thank you so much. I will catch you again later at the 8:30 p.m. Central Show.
She said, "Have you thought about going
Yeah,
nationwide?"
she wants to know if you want to go nationwide. But I don't know. I'm gonna let her answer that, and Marcia will get back on and watch it later, and I'll remind her earlier that you did go over her answer and then her question.
I'm gonna answer that right now. I keep saying I don't want to go bigger. I said it like twice prior. I just don't want to get. I don't. And everybody that's hearing this, I want y'all to remind me of this, because if it ever does happen, this is what I want to be grounded on. I never want to get too big where I can't sit down with my customers. I don't,
Amen.
where I don't know their drinks, or we're too big where we don't know each other, and y'all are just like other big gyms where you're just, oh, I'm key number 507. I don't want that. I never want that. So if that ever happens, somebody needs to reground me, because that's not what I want.
It might not be what you want, but it might be something that's in your
There's
past.
the drink.
There's that drink. Look at that. Y'all look at that. Don't
Sierra,
that
you
look
came back,
amazing?
girl.
Don't that look so refreshing? That is amazing. Oh, I want that stuff. And y'all, it's healthy. It's nutritious for you. It's going to
Yes.
give you energy. It's going to help you in so many other ways. But like I was saying, I mean, it's more than that. It's not just the drink. It's what you put out. You know what I mean? You're giving out something so good to people that, oh my goodness, like, you know, it's not like you're just getting a drink and you're just drinking it or smashing it down because it's healthy, but you make it and create it and y'all design it, these drinks. I mean, y'all, I've seen it all. And we're gonna make sure she gives y'all all her information before we get off here. But
And actually, the page, it's Studio DNH.
okay, Studio DNH. So y'all, we will here. I want y'all to go to, it's on Instagram. And y'all go to DNH.
There's more on Facebook if they have Facebook.
Facebook as well. DNH, what is it? DNH?
Studio DNH.
Oh, Studio. She got some with, I'm telling you, you got Hawaiian drinks, you got Mexican drinks, you got African drinks. I mean, whatever soul you think you got, that's what she's gonna make for you.
And
it's
actually,
gonna be
another thing too, I've learned, I can't have two chefs. One. Down home can only be one.
And you know what, Cassandra, I like the fact that you said if I cannot get to know my customers, my new family that comes in on a personal level to where I don't know their drinks and I don't know their names, You don't want to go in that route. And you know what? I give you so much respect for that. I really do. And we never know what God has in our path. But let me tell you this: if DNH Studio DNH was to go nationwide, you will be okay because God, if that was in His plan, He has that for you, and that's where you will be going. And you know what? It might take a lot of traveling time, but you will have it under control. And you will always have that testimony. You will always have that. Who is Cassandra? We want to know who started this. You might be over in New York somewhere, girl. Who knows? Shit, you
No,
might be. She said that, y'all, but
you don't you don't know my small circle. They'll come bring me back.
they'll come get you, huh?
Yes.
But yes, y'all. So I mean, I'm just saying, but I want y'all to really check Cassandra out. If y'all are looking for product, she is able to ship it. In fact, I am going to be ordering some stuff because, like I said, I have used the product before. It is good. It is healthy. It's not. If you take medications, believe me, you're fine with that. And just y'all find her and y'all can talk to her about those different things when it comes to medication and things like that. But just reach out to her. I'm gonna put her information down in the comments and stuff like that. So y'all just make sure y'all reach out to her if y'all want to try some products or whatever you want to try with her. Talk to her. She can get you on the right track. So if you're saying, "Hey, I want to lose about 5, 10 pounds," and I look good, I want to still look good. I want to be healthy. I don't want nothing that's gonna mess me up and all that. Check her out, y'all. Check her out. Check her out. And like I said, go on over on Instagram and go to Studio DNH. And her Facebook page. What is your Facebook page called, Cassandra?
It's under Cassandra Rios.
Okay. So her page is under Cassandra Rios. So y'all look for her. Y'all know what her picture look like. I really want y'all to get on it because you know what? This is healthy, y'all. I've done it. I've never had a problem. Now I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all how this works. Y'all know how they say, in order to do great, you gotta work hard to do great. Well, you have to make sure that you taking care of yourself is just as important. And no price should be worth your life. So regardless if you think you can afford it or if you can't afford it, hey, get with her. She got you. She will help you out. We go get you going. If you want to learn some Zumbas or you want to go on there, I think she's really going to be doing some stuff on her live where they do
go
classes
live.
and
We
all
do
that
go
kind
live.
of stuff. Take it away, Cassandra. You can tell them about this, baby, because
Yeah, we don't even have like live where we go the whole live, but we can. Um, we've thought about it. We do have a little group that if you ask us to go live, we'll go live and you can do the class from home. If it's something that you're interested, like I said, anything that you're interested in, if you message us, we try to help. If we can go live every day at 11, we will inside of our group. If it's something that you want, we'll help you. Whatever you want, we'll try to help you. If I don't know the answer, I'll get the answer. I we the product sells itself. We don't have to worry about that part. But if you want to see results, everybody in that shop has results. In fact, Sierra, you're still there? Get the iPad, and by the way, my best friend and them are probably going to kill me for this. Can you go on the wall of the ones that we do have up right now? These are just a few of some of our girls. Just stay still so they can actually see. I still have more, but I know they're going to kill me.
and
But
just I know the product work. I know the product
this
work.
is a few of them right there. This is their. You want to go a little bit closer, Sierra? Okay, that is Crystal. That's Melinda. Let's see, keep going. That is Melissa, Olga, Carolina. Go to the other side, baby. Keep going a little bit more. Let's see. There is Veronica. Go down. Okay, that's Lupita. Yeah, those are just a few, but those are some of the ones that have lost weight using the product, as like my and mine as well. Like I said, I really don't put up mine right now because I'm not the size of my after right now, but I will. I'll do it again.
Well, I know I am very proud of you, Cassandra, and you've come a very long way. And I was laughing because Felicia had put in there earlier. She said something about buckaroo, or what did she say? She says, Cassandra, our fellow buckaroo. Were you a buckaroo?
Buckaroo.
Did you go to buckaroos were Winsill?
I did go to Winfield for my sixth grade.
Okay.
That's when I had to leave.
Okay.
So
So
does
she
she know me?
remembered you.
Oh boy. No. I thought nobody was gonna know me on your
Girl, it's a small world. It's a
page. It
small
sure is.
But actually, that's my sister.
Really?
Yes, yes. And she goes, I remember her. She says, I remember her. And I think y'all were probably in the same age.
I left in the middle of my sixth grade year. That's when I went to detention and everything. Everything happened in my sixth grade year.
She remembers you. She remembers you. That's great. So, I mean, Cassandra, you have come so far, and I'm so glad that you got to share your story, your inspiration with us. I wish and prayed nothing but the best from you. And I want you to continue to come on the show, continue to let us know how things are going as Studio DH girl, because we want to keep it pumped up too. And then that way I can let everybody know, hey, this is what Cassandra's up to now. And
Do you know what Philippians 4:13 says?
give it to me, girl. Give it to me.
I can't quote it when I'm being on.
You like that. But you know what? That's what I love. That's what I'm talking about. We might not be able to quote it, but we know what it is, right?
Well, because I used it so much.
Yeah.
Actually, I've used it so much
Okay.
throughout everything. Mom even knows it. That's all I use. I live by it. And you know what?
All things are possible.
I can do all things. Oh my!
I can do all things through Christ.
Yes. That's and you know what? A lot of people really need to look at that, because I feel like a lot of people give up on themselves really quick. I know I did, but everybody could do so much. I see people. How do I would say it? They give up. I gave up. Shoot, I didn't want to do this again. So
But
I know it's hard, but if I could tell anybody this, and somebody that's watching that needs to hear it, don't give up. Keep going. Don't look at the obstacles. Don't look at the I can't. Keep going, because
it's the outcome.
yes.
It's the success, the outcome, where those trials and tribulations have gotten you. And knowing, we already know when we go through something, it's going to be something in there that's going to try and stop us and distract us and, make us discouraged. But the thing about it is we have to keep going. And I am so glad that you kept going, girl.
I don't know if they can unmute it, but I just want to ask Mom a question that I've rarely never asked her. But she was a customer at Diva when everything was going on, and I was just a worker. And I got to know her, I got close to her and everything. But I never asked her, like, why me? Why did she tell me to keep going? Because there was 3 people who worked prior to me. So I never really asked her, like, why me?
Look in your camera and you ask her right now.
Where's Mama at?
Right here.
Mom, you know Laura worked before me. You knew that other girl that worked before me. I don't remember her name, but Laura, there was another girl.
It's an easy answer.
Why?
Because of the godly spirit that you have. I mentioned that many times with you. It's a godly spirit that you have that everybody looks for. Because that's who we reach for, and you have it. And that's what everybody sees in you, that light. That's easy. Nothing but the truth.
Mommy, thank you for sharing that. Y'all gonna have me crying in a minute. Y'all gonna have me crying in a
Because I
minute.
never asked her. There was a girl before me, a girl before that girl, and then Raina.
Because you know what? People know when somebody, I'm gonna try and do this because people are brought into our lives for so many reasons, and we never know what our reasons could be. But she saw something in you, Cassandra. She saw something in you that she said, as long as I have breath in my body, I'm going to help and I'm going to fight. And she knew this was not she knew that you wanted to do it, but she also knew that you were afraid. So it was her way of saying, how can I get her out of this fear mode? And I still want to help her. And you know what, Cassandra? Through it all, no matter how many no's you told her, no matter how many I can't do this that you've spoken to her, she still believed in you and she stood right there and got you through it.
She had Becca. She had David. Between the both of them, I wasn't quitting.
You didn't have a choice. And that was the good thing. That was the good thing. You had people that was grounded into you, that was saying, I'm willing to take the risk with you. Whatever it is, I'm right here. Because if you need that shoulder, rather we're crying for success or we're crying for another loss, we're not going to stop and we're going to do this together. We're going to figure this out together. And I love that. And Mama, I want you to go back there and explain this wall of the Studio D down home, because I want you to explain that y'all would not even believe, because y'all listen to this and y'all will see it.
Okay, Brenna. How do you do this thing, Brenna? Okay, we're trying to get it to where I can just turn it. Can you just turn it? Okay, does it turn? No? No, don't turn it. Okay. So, this wall starts here. And if you look at it, it's light and bright. Okay? But as it keeps on going into this area, it starts getting darker and wild. Over here, the light is where she starts out as it slowly starts. Then you're coming over here, and it's like the storm that gets darker, and you're getting all your people and your business is going. And when it comes, it's darker, just like over here, the rays of lightning of all your tree of people. When you come here to where it says home, she's home in where she should be in her life and her business. That's what all of this is. All these rays right here is her tree of life, of her people, her friends, her family, and just everybody. So when they painted this of her heart, of what she is truly in down home.
All I can say,
I would have never even seen that.
Praise God.
I'm bad because I look at the clouds and I see things in the clouds, and you can see different shapes and everything. So I try to get something out of what I look at all the time. That's just
this is why Mama is right here with you, because she's giving you insight that you don't see. You don't see it, but she's going to see it. And I love that. Mama, I can't thank you enough. I love what I do, and I know Cassandra loves what she does, and I know you love what you do. And let me tell you something. I don't even know you like that, but I can tell you this. She will always be thankful. And you are such a blessing. God gave her something amazing to walk this journey with her. You know what I mean? Like,
he told her not to close the doors.
That's
he had something bigger for her. She couldn't see it.
Okay, but this is big enough. We're good. I keep saying that.
That's what she's going to believe. I believe, Mama, but it's okay. It's okay
That's
because
right.
in the right time, if it's something more for her, it'll be shown, and you go help her, and you're gonna be that guide for her. But I want to thank y'all so much, Mama. Oh my God, y'all! I just want to thank your whole crew, Cassandra. Thank you guys all so much for pushing because you know what? A lot of us lose ourselves. And a lot of us don't even have faith and believe in our own selves. And sometimes it takes somebody to come and knock us upside our heads and get us started and give us a kick in the ass so we can get started. But that's what makes people like you, Mom, and everybody else that has that love for people to just keep going and keep driving. But God got something good for you, Mama. Baby, can I have your crown, your tiara? Give me
I'm
that
gonna
crown
I'm
and
gonna
tiara.
say one thing just because a lot of people look and they don't know anybody's story. But people need to quit judging people for where they're at that moment. And I don't know why I'm saying this, but this is what I'm gonna say. Don't judge somebody. Like, don't look at the studio and be like, "Oh, she has it made." You got to think, what did it take to get there? So before you give somebody a hard time or try to judge somebody, you got to remember there's a story behind that. Maybe she didn't have it made. Maybe she didn't have everything given to her. That goes for everybody in life. If somebody's selling a shirt, buy the shirt. If somebody in a small business is starting something, take a chance with them. All of my girls took a chance with me. But I'm saying that because a lot of people give people a hard time and they don't realize what it took that person to get there.
And
And you just be nice. You never know. Because I also know how quickly everything can be taken away. Because God will humble you down real quick. And I remember that daily because last year was a struggle for me in the business. So there's a saying that goes, when you see her with everything, she prayed, she worked hard, she does. Because lazy people don't get nothing. I go in at 5. I'm not gonna say I get there before 5. I'm usually there at 5 or I'm late, but I get there. But um, you got to show up. I work 7 days a week, and sometimes I'm like, okay, can I keep going? But I have to, because if I close those doors, what if it's somebody that really needs down home and the doors are closed? Just be nice, people. That's all.
there
There it
it goes.
goes.
Oh, okay. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, they had to reboot their internet connection. Sorry about that. But go ahead, Cassandra.
Yeah, I was just saying be nice. You just never know what it took somebody to get where they're at. Buy the t-shirt, buy the book, buy the bag, buy something. Just be nice. That's all I want to say, and show up every day. You got to show up. You got to have a drive. You got to give a purpose. Everybody that's on right now, write down your why and then ask yourself, what are you doing for that why? Because for me, it's still my kids and they're big, and to keep the doors open. To keep the doors open, because what if somebody's having a bad day and wants to end their life, they go to down home and it's closed. You have to keep the doors open. I guarantee you're gonna laugh when you're in there. You might go in crying, but you're gonna leave laughing. So just remember, be nice. That's it.
Nothing wrong with that. And I love how you put that into prospect, because you know what, we all need to be positive. Strong women building businesses. Y'all don't forget that this month was Women's Month, so I hope y'all are still doing something to um, put yourselves first. And just know, Cassandra, I'm with you on that. Like, we don't know everybody's story. And just
No.
because we start out, we don't know where we started out from. And I know just from personally, it's not like we were given anything. You got to work hard for what we got. And I think it means more when you have to work hard for it versus it being given to you. You learn how to appreciate things in life a little bit more. You learn how to respect yourself more. And then when you respect yourself more, you are putting up boundaries and allowing people to respect you and not step over their boundary. So I love the fact that that's how you look at it. I'm so glad that you have grown so much and that you have been able to find that safe haven in your life. And don't give up. Your journey is still going. It's not going to stop. You got so many more lives. So many more lives that you're going to touch. So many more lives that are going to be gained, and people are going to learn self-respect, self-esteem, self their purpose to get where they need to be. And I am so grateful and so thankful, because what I wanted to tell y'all as well was I was lucky. I was blessed to have her share this on my show. And that meant a lot to me. Like, I don't even know how to express it. If I knew how to do somersaults, I'd probably be at this coffee shop doing somersaults across their bar area. But I was really blessed. And so I thank you so much, Cassandra, for coming out and sharing your story here on Unique Inspirations. And for anybody that is not familiar with my channel, if you just need some words of wisdom, you need to be yourself and you don't want to be judged, you come right here. Just like the Cassandra let y'all cuss and fuss and all that kind of stuff. And fuss here with me too. If you feel like you want to, if you have a story or a testimony that you want to share that can help inspire other women and men, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. And I will be more than happy to help you share your story and be empowered, so other people can be empowered and get moving and believe in themselves. Because this is how we start, guys. We have to focus on one another, but we got to start with ourselves. And when we get ourselves right, that's when everything else just works out. So y'all stay focused, keep what you're doing. I want to thank each and every person that came out tonight. Yes, thank you, Yvette. Yvette Rios says that she is proud of you and that she loves you, beautiful. I love that. But I just, I do want to let you guys
Thank
know
you.
I appreciate you, Cassandra,
Love
so much.
you.
And for everybody that came out to show support today on Unique Inspirations, if you actually missed any part of this or you need to go back and record anything, it will be on the page. All you have to do is watch it as a replay. And just don't forget, if you're just coming in or leaving out, make sure you hit that thumbs up, you like, share, and subscribe. I thank you guys so much. And like I said, if you just want to come on here and you want to be somebody and to inspire somebody or just be that person to give out a good word, put out a good word to somebody else. Come on. The Unique Inspiration is, my doors is always open, just like the studio.
Yes.
Studio DNH, But y'all, she'll be back. She gonna come back. I'm gonna get her back next month. But next month she'll be from the studio.
Yes.
That's cool. But we go keep going and we go keep on showing up and showing out and make sure that that everybody knows how Cassandra's doing. We're gonna keep you posted. But once again, thank you guys so much for coming out today here at our 2 p.m. special guest time with Cassandra Rios with Studio D&H. And I love you all. Thank you guys for coming out, showing your support, and y'all have a great day. I will see y'all again tonight here at 8 p.m. Central Time on Unique Inspirations. Have a great night, evening.